Good morning. It is February 6th and a sunny 39 degrees out, which is lovely. You guys, today I literally wrote down like notes about what I want to talk about in the vlog today because I am feeling mighty discouraged. I'm fine, but like the last 24 hours has just been hard, just like challenging. And I wrote down that yesterday I shared in yesterday's vlog that my whole morning I was not prepared for it. I forgot my moisturizer, my coffee, I forgot a water bottle I figured out, and I felt unprepared. And next time I'll prepare my gym bag and my purse the night before like I used to. So that was a good lesson. And then I had 2 meetings that were just not good. I mean, one went well, but it was a little stressful. And then one was just very discouraging. I think the other person was not having a good day, so it wasn't the kind of conversation I like to have. And yeah, I hope they're well. And I don't think it was towards me, but they just were not having a good day. So our meeting was, in my opinion, not as productive or just encouraging as I would have liked. So that was that. It was not fun. But then I called my best friend, and that was lovely. And I did not run yesterday. That meeting that was not fun took longer than we had it scheduled for, and that went into my running time. And then I was feeling like just kind of done and not committed to that run anymore. So I also think that that's why originally I put my runs in the morning, because once I get into work, like, people are calling me, emailing me, and my brain is usually like, a lot of the times it's stressful. I get a little bit worked up about work. It's not true all the time, but right now I have quarterly deadlines, and we're coming up. My quarterly deadline for this quarter is February 20th, and so this is crunch time. This is when there's usually more requests, more things to get in order, and it's normal for me to feel a little bit more heavy towards these quarterly deadlines. It's just, yeah, it's not something that I like, but something that I'm working through and trying to have more helpful thoughts towards that, because I don't want to say all the time, I'm stressed about work. Work is stressful. Work is hard. Or like insinuating that I can't handle it, or that it's not enjoyable, or I don't know. So trying to have helpful thoughts. Well, yesterday, since it just was not an enjoyable day, I kept having unhelpful thoughts, and they were valid. Like, I am not enjoying this is not fun, and that was not a good meeting, or blah blah blah, like these unhelpful thoughts. And I, like, every time I would have one, I would just kind of take a breath, and I would say, well, that's not completely true. This part was not good. Overall, the meeting was good. So just like get specific. The whole meeting was not bad. The beginning was not fun, like that sort of thing. Or like my whole morning was ruined. That's not a helpful thought. It's really not true. We got to school safely. I got to my office safely. I still had my breakfast bar thing. I still had other snacks for the day. I had my laptop, like things still went well. We listened to music in the car, and that was fun. So just like, I kept having unhelpful thoughts, and then I would just kind of take a breath and try to get specific about what actually happened. And because this thought was usually all or nothing, like it was all bad, or it needed to be perfect for me to have a good thought about it. It's not true. Part of it didn't go as I had planned or was not ideal, but it was not all bad. There were some good parts, and I'm very blessed. So I just tried to get more specific about why I was feeling that way, or what was making me upset, and just make the thought smaller rather than the whole thing. Because it's just not accurate that the whole thing was ruined, or the whole, that whole encompassing the whole thing, or judging the whole thing based off some of the things that didn't go to plan is not accurate. I don't know if I said that right, but hopefully that's helpful to hear. And then the evening was, stressful, groceries, dinner, and I was feeling very heavy and overwhelmed, and I just wanted a break. Which is valid, but yeah. And then this morning, my poor son would not stop crying, and he would not eat, and he's always hungry in the mornings. And I was like, do you have a fever? He didn't have a fever. So we're driving to school, and we called my husband because he kept saying, I miss dad. So we called him, and then I don't know if he just needed confirmation that he was alive or something. Dad is fine. He's at school, he's safe, but he would not stop crying. So we called him, and after that, he was like, great. And I was like, really? So we called Dad. He ate his breakfast after that. I brought some bars for him in the car. He ate one of them, and then we had the school lunch or the school breakfast that is available in the mornings if we want it, which is very helpful. And he was like a happy camper, and he was like, I want to go to school. So I was like, all right. It was just a whole battle this morning, which happens with little ones. And that's okay. I'm glad he's better. I'm glad he was excited for school. But I was having a lot of unhelpful thoughts this morning as well. And then my coffee date rescheduled. She's got a little one who was up all night with a cold, so she's keeping him home, which is totally fine that we're rescheduling. I understand it. So that's just about the last 24 hours, and that's life. And all the thoughts and feelings that I've had up until this point are valid. It's not to say it wasn't hard and challenging and not fun. Those are all true. And it's okay that I was having those thoughts, but I don't want to dwell in those thoughts. I don't want to continue having a pity party in those thoughts. So I've just been really trying to identify this big overall thought that I'm having that's making me upset, and get very specific about what it actually is. And then I can calm down a little bit, because okay, there's actually some good things going on as well. It can be both. There's this, this portion that did not go well, but this did go well. And so just finding the balance instead of being all or nothing is something that I've been working through for the last 24 hours. And I'm grateful. It's been a long road, coming to this kind of awareness of it, and being in Sam's coaching program has helped a ton in kind of becoming more aware of my thoughts, and just knowing that I can choose my thoughts, and our thoughts really influence our feelings and our actions And so just being specific and identifying what those are has just been so helpful in the day-to-day moments. Like in one of my vlogs, I don't know, over the week or something, after work, I kept saying, I'm stressed about work. Work is stressful. I'm just stressed about work. I'm sorry I'm grumpy because I'm stressed. And then I was thinking, what am I stressed about? And I identified that I was stressed about something that would take me maybe like 10 minutes. And it was okay that it was going to be done the next day. And then I was like, oh, I can like let that go. I don't actually need to be stressed about that because it'll only take me like not very long tomorrow. And okay, sorry. And I was able to like enjoy the rest of my night instead of dwell in that thought that I'm stressed about work. That's very vague and unhelpful. And so I was just getting specific about it, and it's just been very helpful. Sorry, I've totally gone on a rant about this. I hope it's helpful to hear. Every day is not going to be perfect, but yeah, that's a fact. Every day is not going to be perfect, and we can choose what kind of thoughts we have about that and our reactions to things. And sometimes we can, take a breath and zoom out for a second and say, okay, actually things are not that bad. I was just being all or nothing about it and thinking that it impacted the whole thing our brain feels safe doing that. It's like protecting us from something by, having that specific thought. I don't know where I'm going with that, but okay. Next topic. Yesterday, I spoke to my best friend, and she really encouraged me to write down a specific prayer and the date, and then in the future, like when it's answered or if it's answered, I'll be able to look back and see when I wrote it down, how specific I was, and when God answered that prayer. And it's just like becoming more aware of God answering a lot of prayers. So that was kind of cool that she encouraged me to do that. And so I wrote down a prayer yesterday, and I'm not going to share it because I'm holding it. I'm still holding it close to the vest for now. But when I'm ready, I will share that with you guys. And then also, I think in the future, I want to share like what my vision board looks like with you guys to see if that's helpful for you, and to like really share what my goals are, because there's a lot of them, and I've been very vague about it in my vlogs because I'm just not totally ready to share, and that's okay. I will. You guys will find out. But yeah, I'm not sharing yet, so that's fine. Today, I'm excited to be home. I'm going to do a little bit more chores, and I think I'm going to figure out how to add links to my YouTube, because I don't know how to do that yet. And I want you guys to be able to go to the blog and sign up for the newsletter and sign up for a wins tracker, so you can start tracking your wins and start giving yourself credit. So I'm going to figure out how to add links to my videos or my YouTube bio or something. So stay tuned for that. Today I'm going to do my weekly review, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm very curious to see like overall what my results were what results I produced this week, and if I can see what thoughts I was having throughout the week. Yeah, very curious about that. I did realize this morning I did not paint at all this week, and that's interesting. And I don't even know if I read a book this week. maybe on Monday I read or something. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a look at that, do my weekly review, and I'm really looking forward to that. I did, however, read the Bible twice this week, and I was very happy about that. That is a really good thing, and really proud that I did that. And that's definitely something that's part of my ideal day, is reading the Bible every day, even if it's short. Like, it always encourages me, and I just love when that's a habit, and when I spend time doing that, even if it's like 10 minutes. So I did it twice this week, and I'm really happy that I did that, because I've fallen away from that for a few months now, which is okay, but just want to get back into that. And let's see. Oh, today I'm going to do some power planning. I'm going to plan out next week, and I'm going to probably add more buffer time. Oh, and something that I've realized and I've learned from power planning, planning out my week and then following through, and then like comparing what I originally planned to what actually happened, I've realized that it has not worked for me to specifically plan exactly what I'm going to work on for work, for my full-time job, because it's like ever changing, and the priorities change on a daily basis depending what people need from me. And I do have my deadlines, but honestly, I know what they are, and I think I'm not trusting myself to just know when I need to do them. I mean, I've been doing this role particularly for over 2 years, and I just like know when something's due now, and like, I think I just need to trust myself there. So I think for my power planning, instead of specifically putting those things in, I think I'm just gonna do like, just really show the blocks of time for my full-time job, and just let it be like, this is when I work. And these are my work hours, and then trust myself to decide what to do during that time. And I have like deadlines on my calendar, and I know when things are due. So I think I'm just gonna trust that I can work off my to-do list. I use a project management software called Monday.com, and it's super, super helpful. I love using it, and it really helps me to stay organized and track where things are at. So I think I'm gonna try that for next week, because I was scheduling specific things I wanted to work on, but at the time, like, my leadership needed something different. So, it would be discouraging that I had that planned, but I needed to change my priority in that moment because somebody needed something from me, which took precedent. So, if that's the word, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna see how that goes, but it has been super helpful to very specifically plan what goal or result or task I'm gonna do for my blog, for my newsletter, for YouTube, for painting, for reading, for being at home. Anything other than work, and running too, like anything other than work, it's been super helpful to be very specific about what results are gonna happen during that time. So that's just been insightful, and I'm really excited that realization has come, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes next week. Oh, that's it. Okay, today is a stretching day. I think I'm gonna pull up, there's like a YouTube channel called Pilates with Nicole, Move with Nicole. I don't know who Jen is. Move with Nicole, I think it's called, and she has like a Pilates YouTube channel, and I think there's a few like stretching videos, and so I think I'm gonna pull one of those up and just do like 20 to 30 minutes of stretching, and yeah, I think that's gonna be really good. So, okay, this one was a little long. I hope it was helpful. Also, during the coaching call on Wednesday, Sam did a shout out to me, she was like, Allison, I love your vlog. I subscribed, so every time you post, I get like a notification. And I was like, oh my goodness, best day ever. Is so exciting. So hi, Sam. And then my best friend subscribed. Thank you. It's Mia. And I'm just so excited to be doing this. I'm so grateful. And a few of you guys have commented on the videos, which is so sweet. Yeah, I'm just so excited that, you know, I've posted like over 24 videos now, I guess. And that's just so cool. Like I definitely, you know, didn't know if I could do it, and I'm not done yet, but I'm just really excited about the progress that I've made over the last couple months, and yeah, super grateful. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you next week. As long as Monday is a normal day, you'll see a vlog from me. All right, see ya.